Hello, Crypto Takeover family. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. This is Crypto Takeover coming back with another Bitcoin analysis video for y'all this evening. We are currently diving back on into the charts. Bitcoin seeing a major BART pattern adjustment inside of the markets, as we could see. So we're really gonna have to take a look, dive on into the charts just a little bit more. Currently, we're just pretty much moving sideways from as of yesterday. We're not seeing a major pump or rally or anything as of just yet, but we are kind of just moving out to the side, and maybe markets are deciding what direction they want to take. So looking at our 15-minute time frame, we had our candle body close right at about here, and then we've just been kind of trending up above our VWAP pattern. So we're gonna zoom out a little bit more, see what's going on. If that sounds interesting, stick around and let's get started. Okay, so if y'all are brand new to this channel, we use the market Cipher indicator by CryptoFace on this channel. Y'all can check out some of the links in the description box below if y'all are interested in picking up that indicator. And also we've added the TI sequential by tone phase as well as our market guide buy and sell indicator too. So yeah, check out some of the links in the description box if y'all are interested in getting a hold of those. We're looking at our 15-minute time frame as of right now. We're still kind of trending above our VWAP, indicating the bulls maybe still have control of the market right now, but could that be short-lived? Let's start to zoom out and take a look at our 30-minute time frame. As we can see, Heikinashis are still red as of right now. Money flow kind of rounding off just a tad bit on our 30-minute time frame. For the short term, let's take a look at our 45-minute time frame here, and we can see on our 45-minute time frame, money flow still kind of moving out to the side, putting in a green dot here on our blue wave. We can see where our BART pattern took place here on our Cipher B blue waves as well, with this big spike, and then we had a kind of dumpage action happen as we started to move sideways. Blood diamonds started to appear on some of these lower time frames, and yeah, dumped on the market pretty heavily there. So me and myself and the trading group kind of set on the side of this, didn't want to really trade it. We're more or less looking for the big swing trade to take place, and we're still kind of just waiting to see what direction Bitcoin wants to take here. Honestly, you know, as we start to zoom out, you know, things I feel like are a little bit more in favor of maybe some bearish sentiment, but also at the same time we need to be ready for maybe a next rally to happen too as well. So we're going to zoom out even more on our time frames here. Let's take a look at our 1 hour time frame, see what we can kind of tell. 1 hour time frame, money flow still kind of moving out to the side, putting in a red dot here. That could be a green dot relatively soon, putting a 9 top on the sequential here too as well. So we'll have to see how this kind of plays out. I think we had a 9 top all the way up here too somewhere on our lower time frames maybe, and then we had another little dump. So that's to kind of recognize just a tad bit. Let's go into our 90-minute time frame, see what might be going on here. So we can see that we haven't really got the death cross as of yet on our 13 EMA and our 100. I would have thought we would have already put in a death cross, but it does look like it kind of wants to bounce and maybe continue a little bit bullish as of right now. We'll probably look for the squeeze to happen here with our EMAs and also correlation with our VWAP as well to see what direction the market wants to take. Let's move on into our 2 hour time frame, see what's going on here. 2 hour time frame, as you can see, will more or less likely get a squeeze here between our 2 EMAs and see what direction it wants to take. If we start to zoom out a little bit more here on our 2 hour, money flow is still looking relatively thin than where it was when we pumped up to that 10K area. So that is something to just at least recognize for right now, that maybe you know, a lot of this is last minute FOMO buyers into the market, and maybe the bigger whales are thinking about possibly selling off a little bit too. But I think that there's a lot of money still moving in and out of this market, and we're really going to have to wait to see what market makers want to determine is going to be a key direction that we take from here on out. Our 3 hour, putting in a red dot, which is kind of interesting, but money flow is still very nicely into the green here too. Let's move on into our 4 hour, see what's happening here. 4 hour, not really too much to be told. Money flow kind of still in the green. If we start to zoom out, it does look like it is kind of still in a lower high positioning as of you know, our last top out at that 10K area. Now we did push all the way up here relatively high, but with a major sell-off too, and it just feels very It's very much like a liquidity pump for the most part. So I just want to be extra aware when trading this from here on out that things are probably going to get relatively choppy, and you just need to take extra precautions when trading this. If anyone is interested, we do have, let me go to this one here. We do have our trading group that is available. It's a private trading group. You get access to the private Discord server once you join. Just feel free to message me your Discord name, and I will happily give you access to the private category on the Discord server. So I want to say, I'm not sure exactly how many more spots we have left. I think this last spot just got filled. If it did get filled and y'all have any questions about signing up for that 35% off special, just feel free to message me beforehand, or more or less prices are going to be back at their regular prices as of right now, until we decide to do another special maybe. But as of right now, y'all can come in there and learn a little bit more about trading with us. And also I give you a bunch of different rewards and perks on top of that as well. So you can come check everything that you'll get. Check that first link in the description box if you do want to join us in our trading group. Then also I have the YouTube membership page, which I just updated our first altcoin video chart analysis on there as well. But I plan to upload videos periodically throughout here, probably at least like maybe once or twice a week, going over some of the altcoin charts and some of the other stock market charts, as well as some fiat currencies maybe too. So definitely it's another option. If you don't want to pay for the Patreon trading group membership, then you can sign up for the YouTube membership page as well. It is a little bit cheaper than the Patreon page, but you get less perks, obviously, right? With the Patreon page, you'll get access to the trading group. With the YouTube membership, you'll just have access to my private chart analysis. And then also, we're on our way to 3,000 subs, everyone. We're doing a $100 giveaway at 3,000 subs. So I highly encourage y'all to share this video. Comment down below 3,000 subs so that way we can see the channel grow, and then also hit that thumbs up. That's the best that y'all can do, the easiest thing that y'all can do for this channel to help it grow, and I'd really appreciate that. In order to qualify for the giveaway, you need to be signed up for the newsletter, link down in the description box below. I believe it's the third link in the description box below to sign up for the newsletter, and that will qualify you for that $100 giveaway. Let's go back into the charts here real quick, looking at our 4-hour. Not too much to tell here on our 4-hour. Money flow is still kind of moving off to the side. Blue wave looks like it's going to put in maybe a green dot relatively soon. Our 6-hour, yeah, for the most part, it still looks relatively sideways. Not much to be determined. Money flow looking very thin right now, possibly waiting to maybe turn red here pretty soon, but still putting in some higher highs with price action. So that means that there's a little bit of a bearish divergence that's happening here, I feel like. But we could also see another rally back up to the top side if that is the case too as well. Let's move on into our 8-hour here. Our 8-hour money flow still kind of thinning out just a tad bit too. This is where we need to be really cautious, because I feel that we could have even more Bart Simpson patterns take place for us too, or huge, large spikes, Darth Maul wicks. I'm kind of expecting that moving forward to the end of this little symmetrical triangle here too. I will have to start to reanalyze some of our trend line structure here, but for the most part, it does feel like that we will probably end up seeing price action all the way out to the end of this symmetrical triangle, and then have some very large price volatility from there on out. Let's move on into our 12-hour time frame here. 12-hour time frame. Money flow is still kind of moving off to the side. We're starting to see some sell signals on our 12-hour here as well. So we'll kind of see how that wants to play out for the most part. I'm using the Aldo EMAs and our Wells buy and sell indicator, but market guide indicator are the lighter signals here. So if y'all are interested in what I was talking about there, but it does look like we last got a buy signal with market guide right here. Looks like we had a sell signal, but that was kind of a fake out sell signal, it looks like. So now we're getting a sell signal with our Wells buy and sell indicator here, and our first sign of a bearish count on our TI sequential. So let's move on into our 21-hour. I'm just kind of curious to see what this is looking like. We do have a red dot here, a big Heikin-Ashi or doji candle being put in here too as well, starting our first sign of maybe some red Heikin-Ashi candles that might be forming. Start to zoom out, we can see our money flows kind of rounding off just a tad bit too as well. So we'll have to see exactly how this wants to play out, if it wants to come back down and dip to this 100 EMA at about 8,800. That's a possibility. It's definitely a strong possibility. Let's move on into our daily time frame here real quick. And so I do want to tell y'all that the Discord server is free to join. If y'all just want to join it, it's available to the public. Come in there, ask us some questions. If you want to come in there and chat with us a little bit too, feel free to learn a little bit more about platforms, or if y'all have any questions about trading or Bitcoin market in general, or cryptocurrency markets in general, feel free to come in there and chat it up with some of the group. They've been a little bit more chatty lately, so I appreciate everyone that's contributing to the structure and the community of the Discord server as well. When you do click the welcome page, you'll be brought to the community rules and guidelines. Just make sure you click the little green checkbox down there after you read through the community rules and guidelines and abide by those rules, please. Then also we have the CryptoTakeOver announcements page on Telegram. So if y'all want to stay up to date with me on what's going on when I release new videos, and also when I put out some other private videos as well, when I'm running specials, y'all can come follow us in the Telegram channel if you're interested. And then also we use the premium plan on TradingView. If y'all do want to upgrade, check out the links in the description box. If you're using Market Cipher, I would at least recommend that you have the Pro Plus plan. That way you can have a few more indicators on the screen, such as the Aldo EMAs and the Whales buy and sell signals, which are both custom signals I teach you how to set up inside of the Patreon page, along with 12 to 15 different private videos on there that I highly encourage you to watch over when you do join the Patreon page. So looking at our 1 day here, a first sign of a bearish count with a red 1. This does look like it will be a trigger wave for us too. I think, yes, on yesterday's video, I was talking about how our 1 day was looking like it could put in a red dot. If that's the case, then this could just be another trigger wave to send us a little bit lower too. But this money flow is probably going to want to play out just a tad bit more. So, you know, I'm expecting a little bit more off to the side. We could see even a smaller trigger wave here. But it does look like this will be another trigger wave to send us back a little bit lower in price. We'll just have to wait to see when that money flow wants to start to round off just a tad bit. Let's take a look at our 2 day here. 2 day also looking like it could possibly instill a trigger wave as well as our 1 day, and that could send us a little bit lower. It does kind of look like our money flow is kind of getting thinner here, as you can see on our 2 day as well, putting in somewhat of some lower highs. So that's also something to take note of too moving forward. Let's move on into our 3 day chart. Our 3 day chart. Also, yeah, I mean, this could end up being a nice little trigger wave if we get a red dot here too. Money flow is still looking pretty nice though, keeping us afloat on our blue wave for the most part as of right now. Nothing too drastic that I can kind of tell. We did have our sell signal back here on our 3 day, but not a very major sell off. So I'm still anticipating probably some moves, maybe to the downside too. Maybe later. We're still in a capitulation as of right now with our hash ribbons as well. They do seem to be putting in some lower lows there on our hash ribbon EMAs. So we're definitely going to take that into consideration and not get too bullish here either. Let's go on into our 4 day time frame. 4 day time frame, we did have that sell signal there, but we continued to be bullish. I feel like that this is kind of just a whales game as of right now, and market makers deciding what direction they want to take this market. Our 4 day also kind of giving us into that green money flow. Money flow is getting, you know, relatively nice. It's stacking up there just a little bit. So we could definitely see another red dot after this, and then maybe continue out sideways a little bit more, or have these major liquidity spikes in Darth Maul wicks up here on this top area of our trend line support and resistance areas. So just something to be aware of. You know, I definitely wouldn't consider any high leverage positions as of right now. Things are definitely not in a clear direction of where they want to go. So just a heads up on that. And we're kind of waiting right now in our trading group to see what direction. If we can get a clear, firm breakout, I would love to see Bitcoin get back up above 10.5K to become a little bit more bullish. But as of right now, that recent Bart Simpson pattern does not tell me that, Bitcoin has the momentum or the right bull, stamina to get us back up above 10.5K and hold us up above there. And to quickly see a sell-off like that was just another indication that, the bears are still there. They're lurking in the backgrounds, and they're telling us, hey, y'all aren't, they're telling the bulls, don't get too cocky. We're still here. And I think that could sneak up on us relatively soon. Our 5 days putting in lower highs with our money flow too here. We did have a green dot on our 5-day chart. We'll have to wait to see how this confirms. I'm really curious to see whether or not this candle gives us maybe a hammer, a hammer candle, and that could be a topping out pattern too as well. We are seeing the 9 tops on the sequential too, for the most part. And I think we're just gonna have to wait to see how this plays out. Let's look at our 6-day here. Our 6-day, also kind of no indication of a red dot. I really want to keep an eye on the 6-day, and then maybe also our weekly to see if we get a red dot anytime soon. That would be a major indication for me that we could start to see some rejection, a little bit heavier of a rejection too moving forward. Let's move on into our weekly time frame here. In our weekly time frame, we're still getting that perfect 9 top. With our weekly candle as of right now. We'll have to wait to see how this closes back on Monday. So really determining how the rest of this week plays out. I feel like it's going to be a very choppy week for us, especially based on some of these higher time frames here, for the market movers to decide what direction they want to actually take the market. Guys, if y'all are interested in bot trading, y'all can use 3 commas. I use 3 commas to program a few bots to leverage trade on some of my favorite platforms, such as Bybit. I'm not sure if you can use it for Prime XBT, but there's also Fimex if y'all want to check out those leverage exchanges. And then, I use 3 commas on Bybit, and I prefer to use it that way just to get in and out of the markets relatively quickly. And then Ledger Nano X is a hardware-based wallet that you can that you can buy and purchase. If you are a crypto enthusiast, I would recommend that you have a cold storage device, and you can use my links in the description box to help support the channel. I'd really appreciate that. And then also some ways to earn passive income in crypto is using the Brave browser to click on ads in the bottom right-hand corner and get paid to click those ads. So definitely a nice convenient way to get paid out in cryptocurrencies and earn some passive income if you're browsing the web consistently. And then also CryptoTab browser allows you to mine Bitcoin straight from your PC or your laptop, whatever. You can also download it on your phone now. Phone and tablet will allow you to mine BTC straight from using this web browser here. So super simple to get set up. Check out the links in the description box. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter if you're interested. Check out those links. Join us in the Patreon page. If y'all have any questions about it, feel free to message me. But we're in there. I'm constantly keeping my group up to date with what's going on and how I feel about the market and what the charts are kind of more or less representing for me at least, and my sentiment on the market. So let's just move on into our 2-week time frame and see what was happening here. And this is just another key area that I want to see. If we do end up putting in a red dot here, that's going to be a good indication that we could kind of clip off just a tad bit. As you can see here, we put in the 4, and then we had that doji pattern that played out. So if we put in a 4 here and it's a little bit higher, that's a good indication. But if we put in the 4 on the 2-week, and our 2-week kind of closes in this area too with another little doji, that's going to be another good sign that, hey, we could come back down a little bit lower, put in some lower lows with our blue wave here, as it's kind of looking as of right now. But if this blue wave and our light blue wave come up even higher, then we'll kind of be breaking that trend wave, or that trend structure there, and maybe coming back up and pushing back above the zero pivot point on our blue wave too. So everyone, I hope that y'all enjoyed that video, and it was a little bit quicker of analysis today, but I hope that y'all can get something out of this if y'all stay till the end if y'all stay till the end of this video, comment down below 12-hour chart. Just comment down below 12-hour chart. I really appreciate that. And don't forget to check out some of the links in the description box. If you want to join us in our premium trading group, feel free to check that first link out and push us up to that 3,000 subs. Like the video, comment, share this video. I'll see y'all on the next one. CTO signing out.